Okay, how are you, Liam?
Good.
Good?
Are we
Very
on?
good. Yes, we are.
Let
I
me just
think.
do a bit of
Yes.
housekeeping a moment.
Okay. So, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Welcome again to our maybe 6th or 10th webinar already.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
for
so
Pinoy
many.
Visa. So many actually. Yeah, so I'm Kathleen, as you all know. I hope you know me. Yeah.
Should by now.
Yeah, by now, yes. And of course, Liam, the in-house licensed immigration advisor.
Hi, everyone.
Yes. So thank you so much again for joining us from our previous webinar to up until now. So if you haven't watched our previous webinar, to those who are new on our webinar thingy, yes. So please, you can please check our Facebook page because
Yes,
we are
yeah.
posting our the video of what we had on our previous webinar. So
Oh, and also thank you to those who came to Wellington.
yeah,
That was
it's
really awesome
really
to
nice.
see you guys.
Yes. Yes. So thank you so much. Yes, for those guys who came on the Wellington seminar.
Yep.
Yes, we had really good chat with them about the being family, also residency.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Lots of questions.
Yeah.
Lots of biscuits.
Yeah, lots of biscuits.
Yeah, and some very good consultations. So thank you
Yes.
to those who come along.
Yes, it's a successful seminar. So if you want us to visit your place, just let us know.
Yeah.
Just type in there wherever you are, and because we are actually planning to do some.
Yeah, we'd like to get around. We'd like to meet more people around the country. So let us know where you are. In New Zealand, of course.
Yeah.
We'd love to come to the Philippines, but not right now.
Not right now.
But let us know where you are in New Zealand and what you're looking for, and we'll see if we can come down and visit you and your friends and family down there.
Yes. Yep. And another, but guys, we've got a surprise for you. We haven't done this before, but we've got it now.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a new promo from those who are joining our live webinar through our Zoom.
A little way for us to say thank you to people for sharing our Facebook and becoming our part of our mailing list and following our webinars. So we'd like to give something back to you guys. So how are we going to give this one out today? We're going to check who's registered. We're going to check,
and who's also online right now. And watching us.
So what is it? $100.
Yeah, it's $100 countdown voucher.
All right.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah. So for those who are not yet in, who are not still watching, tell your friends that for them to log in or see us in Facebook and Zoom, and they might get a chance to get this one.
Share our webinar tonight.
Yes.
Like our Facebook, and we'll choose someone tonight to win this countdown voucher.
Yes.
Valid all over the country too, so it doesn't matter where you are in New Zealand.
Yes. Okay, so maybe we'll just get started now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So as you all know, I'm Kat. So I've been an admin for like how many years now here in Working In. So I've been assisting different advisors. Yes. And also and also Liam, I've been assisting Liam before. Yeah. And Liam here is the advisor. He will introduce himself again. Thanks, for Kat. Those who are new.
Yeah, thanks to those who are new. My name's Liam. I'm one of the advisors here at Working In. I assist the Pinoy Visa team with people who come in and have different circumstances and different problems that they want us to look at. So that's my job here. Kat and I, we really like to engage with our audience and also our the people who, especially in Pinoy visas.
Yes.
So get in touch with Kat. She's always got me and the other team around her if you need any help.
Yes. Okay, so I actually said we'll get started, but actually we introduced ourselves. Sorry.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
it's a surprise.
We could keep talking about
Yeah.
this, but
Okay, so let's go down to business. So our topic for tonight is about Section 61, which I know is a very sensitive topic for maybe some of you, for those who got decline, which Liam will explain later.
mm.
Later. Okay, so what is a Section 61 request, Liam?
It is a very sensitive topic, but I see a question over here.
Yeah.
When are you going to draw this? Guys.
Oh my God.
We will draw this at the end.
Yeah,
so
at the end. Yeah, like tonight.
at the end of this webinar, we will draw this.
Yes.
So let's come back to the Section 61.
Yeah.
Look, it is a very sensitive topic because some people feel that, being unlawful in New Zealand, that there's no opportunities or no channel to be able to fix that. So generally, when a person's visa has expired and they haven't renewed it, they haven't got a new one, or they've been declined a visa, they then become what is commonly known as overstaying. But in immigration, we call it unlawful.
Yes. Sorry, Liam.
Yeah, sure.
So you said like those who Section 61 is those who got like whose visa expired already. So we know on our previous webinar we discussed about like the extension and everything. So I think this is gonna be like general question to everyone. Actually, we've been receiving that one. So are those who got to those who doesn't have the extension yet, but they thought like they have the extension, are they going to apply for Section 61?
Okay. Yeah. So look, going back to Section 61. Section 61 is a process where people can become lawful again or get a visa.
Okay.
So coming across to your question about whether those people who are waiting for extensions, some people may have called immigration. They say, "Oh, you're unlawfully in New Zealand." But they're actually just waiting for an extension. They don't need to apply for Section 61, even though the system might say they are unlawful in New Zealand, unlawfully in New Zealand. They just need to wait while immigration sort of, work through those processes.
Okay, so okay, I'll just translate.
Sure,
so, So yung mga nag-aantay po ng mga visa, like yung pag, 'di ba, alam natin na may extension dapat, and then wala pa ding dumarating na extension. Ang sabi ni Liam is hindi nyo kailangan mag-apply ng Section 61. Kailangan nyo lang antayin yung extension. So are there any consequences if you apply for Section 61 without valid reason or
without needing it? Such as a person who's waiting for an extension.
Because some people are like overthink, so they might say, "Oh, I'll just do this one." So
look, there's no consequence.
Okay.
Immigration are more likely to just what we call return fail the application or lodgement, where they return the application because it doesn't meet lodgement requirements or the person doesn't meet the category as such. So it'll just be returned.
Yes.
But for those who are waiting for the extensions, and if you remember our last topic was about the extensions.
Yes, about the extension.
We said that immigration are still going through it. 1 month later, they still are. They're still going through those extensions.
Yes.
So just hold on for a little bit. It is difficult for some people at the moment because their employers want to know schools.
Yes.
But look, hey, if we can check for you, get in contact with Kat or our team, and we'll see if we can find out for you or what we can do for you.
Yes. Okay, so mga kababayan, hindi po kayo kailangang mag-panic if ever na hindi nyo pa na-receive yung Section 61, visa extension. Hindi nyo kailangang mag-apply ng Section 61 daw. Antayin nyo lang yung extension kung alam nyo na automatically extended kayo. Yes. So going back to Section 61, Liam.
Sure.
So who can actually make the request?
Sure.
Yes.
The Section 61 is a channel or a process for people who haven't got a visa at the moment, meaning they are in New Zealand again unlawfully. You know, there's examples such as you know, a client or an applicant might have applied, they were declined a visa. They went through the reconsideration process, which is another process that, you know, that comes with a declined visa most times. And it's still not, you know, successful, then you can apply for a Section 61 request. It is important to note that people are obligated to leave New Zealand, but especially in this environment, there are reasons why people can't leave and don't leave, which is why this process is around for those sort of circumstances and situations.
I see. So, yung pwede daw makapag-apply is yung mga, for example, yung example nga ni Liam is yung mga na-decline na application. So, nag-apply ng reconsideration and na-decline pa din. So, you can apply for Section 61. Yeah?
Yes, yeah.
So, reconsideration is different from Section 61.
Correct. Reconsideration is where you might have new information. This is after the decline.
After the decline.
Yeah, and then you can ask the branch to make a reconsideration. There are some, you know, conditions or time-sensitive processes that need to be looked at. But in general, the pathway is after a declined visa, you would look at the possibility of a reconsideration. And if that doesn't work, you can then look at Section 61 once you become unlawful.
Okay. So, yun yung kwan daw, yung process is pag na-decline yung application, reconsideration, and pag hindi pa din, Section 61. And then pag hindi pa din, so what will happen if Section 61 is not approved?
What would happen? You're still unlawful.
Yeah, you're still unlawful.
You're still obliged to, you know, to leave New Zealand. But if the circumstances warrant it, you could also just apply again.
So you can reapply.
You can apply many times.
Not one time.
Yes.
Okay. So hindi pa na one time ang Section 61. So if na-decline yung Section 61 you before, then you can apply again.
Yeah.
Okay. So if there's people that can apply for Section 61, are there people who cannot apply for Section 61?
Yes, and while this may sound and seem very basic, but people outside of New Zealand can't apply. And people who have had a deportation notice liability, deportation liability notice issued, which is a little green or blue paper where immigration will visit you face to face and issue you the letter. So it's something that people don't forget, and they're very, very aware that it's happened. If you've been in that circumstance, you can't apply for Section 61 requests.
Okay. So kung meron mang pwedeng mag-apply, meron ding hindi mag-apply. So obviously, yung sinabi nga niya yung nasa Pilipinas or nasa outside New Zealand, so hindi pwedeng mag-apply, and also yung mga na-issuehan ng deportation. So in-explain ni Liam kung paano yung deportation. So may pupuntang case officer sa bahay or whatever, and then they will issue the deportation order.
Yeah, a little
green paper
green
or
blue
paper. Okay, it's
a very formal process. So once someone has been through that process, you will mostly never forget it.
Yeah. It's sad, but
it is it can be a very traumatic process, but there are still options after that. If there are anyone out there that has had or been through that process, get in touch with us immediately. Because you have a very small window to make a case, and it has to be very fast, and it has to be very strong. So if your friends ever get a deportation liability notice, please contact us as soon as possible.
Yes. Okay. So this is a very, very big question. So how can you actually make a request? I think it's a big question because it's a process.
It's an application.
Yeah, it's an application.
Sure. Look, in general, you can make the application in writing. So you send it through to immigration. And what you can do is of course contact us and we can process it for you. But depending on where you are in the country, you will go through the online tool and put your location and it will tell you where to send it.
Okay.
But in general, you just make a submission in writing to Immigration New Zealand and send that in by post. Yeah.
Do you have any tips for our kababayan for making the request?
Yeah, sure. Look, immigration will always look at a circumstance or a situation that is one genuine and significant. So if there is a real reason why someone has stayed, such as family sickness or inability to travel, like now, you know, the flights are restricted, immigration are going to consider those things. But if a person was to say, I just want to stay here because I like the burgers in New Zealand, immigration are not going to look on that, or something very, you know, soft as like that. So it has to be strong and it has to be, you know, genuine. Yeah.
Yes. So, like, if you request for that section 61, do you get, like, for those who, for example, those whose flight was canceled or there's no flight, whatever, what visa can they get if they're gonna request for section 61 and it's approved?
Sure. When you make your request for section 61, you are also advising Immigration New Zealand what type of visa you want. Now that could be a student visa, a visitor visa, or a work visa. Now, if you were to ask for a work visa, there is some, you know, expectation that you have the right documents for a work visa, or you can do the work just like a normal visa. So, for example, if you're going to be a chef, you would need to have the work experience or qualifications to be a chef, and then they would issue that. If immigration don't feel that you meet that policy, then they would issue normally a visitor visa. Yeah, to just you know, let you come back to normal status, and then apply for the correct visa. Yeah.
I see. So, can you actually challenge the decision of immigration if they refuse a section 61?
The short answer, no.
No?
No. Section 61 is not a policy, but it's a part of the Immigration Act, or the law that allows people to make a special request.
But with that, it's just a special request.
Yeah, it's just a special request. But with that special request also comes the power of absolute discretion of the case officer. What this means is the case officer has full discretion or full power to say yes or no based on what they see without considering anything. So it's you know, fingers crossed you don't get a case officer who's upset on the day. Because if they wanted to, they could just decline everyone. But in general, they don't do that.
They don't do that.
But you can't challenge the decision. But if you feel that the process has not been followed correctly, there are other avenues which are quite high level, such as the High Court, or the Ombudsman. Again, very high level, you know, complaints.
And of course, it will be very costly.
It's costly, time consuming, and also very hard because, you know, again, mostly immigration do follow the process and you know, process correctly. So it's only those small cases where immigration make a mistake or make an error.
So they can actually, so if it's been refused or declined, then they can just apply for another one.
They can apply for another one, but don't make it a habit. Don't make it a habit, because just remember, now Immigration New Zealand will know where you live.
Oh my God, true.
So if Immigration New Zealand were, you know, we're looking for you because you've been, you know, you've been missing for 7 years, they just understand that they will now know where you are.
Yes. Okay. So I'll just hang on. I'll just sum up this one to our kababayan. So for the section 61 daw, so if kung mag-a-apply ka ng section 61 at na-approve, or actually it's included on your request to ask kung visitor visa or work visa or student visa. So it's already included. Dapat included na siya sa request. So it's supposed to be included in the request.
It should be included in the request. Actually, there's a few things that should be in your request.
Yeah.
And again, because it's an application that's quite long and quite sort of detailed, but you want your name, you want your email address, your address. Unless you don't want them to know where you are. But they need to contact you back, of course, to give you the decision.
Okay.
The explanation. And the details of your personal circumstances. Like, do you have family in New Zealand? Are you shouldn't be working, but did you have work?
Did you have work before? Yes.
Yeah, and and your financial situation. And of course, how staying in New Zealand is going to contribute to New Zealand, the economy, our social fabric, basically, how you will contribute to New Zealand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and also what visa you want to get. So,
yes.
Okay. So, parang 7 ata yung account ko. So, name, address, email address, your request, like reason for the request. Yes. And also your situation, financial situation, your kung nag-work ka ba daw before, and also kung paano makaka-contribute yung pag-stay mo sa New Zealand, and also yung type of visa. So yun yung mga, maybe let's say, main things that they need to put in their requests. Yes. And also other things that you think, otherwise you can contact us and we can do it for you.
Yeah.
Easy.
It is a lot more easier.
Remove the hassle. Okay. So actually there's a question here. So how much does it cost for section 61? Is there
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
Bit of good news, bit of bad news.
Yeah.
The good news is that it is free if the request is denied. However, if it's approved, and this is for all visas, it's 410 New Zealand dollars.
410. So only if it's been approved.
Only if it's been approved.
Okay.
That's correct.
So 410 for is that for temporary only, or?
That's just for temporary. If you request for a resident class visa, then you're looking at $960.
$960.
Yeah, for it's very rare that people do that, but it is $960.
Oh, okay. So kung magre-request ka ng section 61 at na-approve, doon sila mag-charge. Pero if not approved, they won't charge.
That's correct.
If it's declined, no charge. That's for temporary visa, like for example, work visa, visitor visa, student visa.
Yeah.
And for residency, 960 now.
And this doesn't mean that you can use section 61 because it's cheaper than 495.
Yeah. So you actually need to apply for you should have applied for residency before.
Yeah.
Or to request
for. You should be, yeah.
Yes. So sabi niya, it doesn't mean daw na gagamitin mo yung section 61 because it's cheaper. Because actually you need dapat nag-apply ka din ng residency mo, so you can request for section 61 if ever nga lang one. Okay. So I think that's all. We still have some questions actually, but do you think we still have time?
Yeah, we've got time for
the I think we'll start selecting those for the winner of this one.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's see who's online right now. So Leah, would you like to select?
Yeah, I'm just having a look.
Yeah. So while you are choosing so I'll just explain.
So I'll just go to the computer, have a look.
Yes. Okay. So guys, next webinar we will be giving again another like this. Not it's on your choice niyo kung anong gusto niyo, countdown or whatever. $100 crazy card or countdown card. So, ang kailangan niyo lang gawin is i-like niyo yung page namin sa Facebook. Share niyo yung mga webinar namin. And also, kailangan yung mag-register sa website namin for the mailing list. Okay? Para sa mga ini-email namin sa inyo, informative naman yun kasi mga update yun sa immigration. Hindi naman siya yung spam na kung ano-ano lang yung sinisend namin. So, if you register with sa website namin, you will be receiving updates about immigration, updates about Philippines maybe, kung related sa visas, like for example yung sa nurses something, and also yes. So you have to like our Facebook page, share our webinar, and also register for our mailing list. Para masama kayo sa draw for next webinar.
Yeah. Okay? So I've just had a look.
Yes.
And the person that has been selected by our team have done a lot of the things that we've asked for, and it's Lionel Lopez.
Lionel Lopez. Hello, Lionel. Congratulations.
I think that's how you say your name.
yeah, I don't know too. It's not so common Filipino name. But anyways, congratulations, Lionel. Send
us a message now to say that you're still here.
Yeah, please send us a message, and also we will contact you on how we can send this countdown voucher.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yes. So congratulations again, and as I said, like, share, and subscribe, or like, share,
and sign up.
Yes. Kasi wala pa kaming YouTube channel, pero we'll see, baka magka-YouTube channel kami.
So each week, we'll bring this through to you. And share more news with you. Mm-hmm. Sorry, each month. Share updates and everything like that with you. And to say thank you, we have this.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
So you've got any last words, Liam, before we end up?
No, look, for those who are looking at applying for Section 61, you have basically with each application you have one chance. Mm-hmm. Has to be good, has to be strong. So get in touch with someone who is experienced with it. So get in touch with our team, and we'll see if we can put you on the right track to get a successful outcome.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you so much, Liam.
That's okay.
Yes.
Thank you tonight, Kat.
Yeah, thank you.
Looking very nice tonight.
Thank
you.
Do you
like my hair?
Yeah, I like your hair. Yes. And guys, so we'll see you again next month. For sure, we will have our next webinar next month. And like, share, and sign up for the chance to win this thing.
Absolutely.
Yes. Thank you. Have a good night po. Maraming salamat, and magandang gabi sa inyong lahat.
What she said.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I said have a good
night.
Good night. Yes. Good evening. Yeah.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. Lynette.